Next door to Bradley's Taekwondo. Locally owned and operated, LMK Floors provides sales of floor coverings, blinds, and countertops for a variety of home and business projects. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. LMK Floors, now open at 110 East Main Avenue in Chewelah. LMK means let me know. More information about LMK Floors can be found at lmkfloors.com or by calling 509-936-9099. KCHW would like to thank LMK Floors for their support of public radio in Stevens County.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
There we go. Better late than never.
All right now. Come on, boy.
I just want you to know it was not my fault.
Or mine.
Our horse lost a little giddy up this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Good morning. Welcome to a late start KCHW morning show right here on Wednesday, August 26th, 2026. Yeah, we had a little technical difficulties getting in here in time, but we are here now. We're going to do a little quick run through of the daily events, but in the second half of the show, we bring Jason Perrins to talk about the start of school, which happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So today is
Dun,
day
dun,
2 of school, right?
dun.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I don't have any kids in school anymore, any of school age. I
Right.
don't, but I still feel the anxiety of it.
It was exciting, although we must be the most hysterical new school parents ever. And he's in a junior in high school.
Hysterical isn't funny, or is it? Ah!
No, funny. And just it's like we're clueless, right? Oh, we have to go what? Oh, hey, what does he have to do? Oh, okay. So yeah, it's pretty funny. And then of course, you know, here's our beautiful young man going to school for the first time, the public school, right? He's been homeschooled this whole time. And Daniel and I watched him walk into the high school, and we're both like, wow! We went to the little coffee shack, you know, that wonderful truck coffee shack.
Yeah.
And we had to get like cry coffee because we're both like, wow. We did. We spent a precious $10 to get coffee.
It does sound hysterical in multiple ways.
Yes.
With the crying.
Yes. Well, it's dramatic, my boy.
Most of us do that when they're in kindergarten.
I know. Mine is a bit delayed.
That's okay. It happens.
Oh my gosh. All right, we ready for some weather?
We're ready. Let's get on it. It seems
Yeah.
like
All right,
it's
I know,
getting a little
'cause we're
better.
running.
I got things to say.
Right, got limit. Okay, so today is, as he said, August 26th. The month is almost over. We're going to have a high today. This has been changing. I've been watching it all morning. From 94 to 95, it's going to be warm up there, down to 60. We have mostly sunny skies with a 1% chance of rain. Thursday, what day is today? Thursday, the 27th, we're going to have a high of 85, a low of 50, partially cloudy skies, and no % chance of rain. Friday, the 28th, we have a high of 80, a low of 52, partially cloudy skies, and a 1% chance of rain. On Saturday, the 29th, we have a high of 71, a low of 46, partially cloudy skies, and, drum roll please, 24% chance of rain.
Thank goodness.
Right? It's about time. It looks like on Sunday, the 30th, we have a high of 75, a low of 48, partially cloudy skies, and a 12% chance of rain. Monday, the 31st, we have a high of 81, a low of 53, mostly sunny skies, 1% chance of rain. On Tuesday, the 1st, dun dun dun, we have a
Right.
high of 79, a low of 51, partially cloudy skies, and a 1% chance of rain. Wednesday, the 2nd of September, we have a high of 72, a low of 49, mostly cloudy skies, and again, a higher chance of rain at 22%. looking at the week ahead of that, it looks like we'll have additional opportunities for rain throughout that
Yes.
week, and the temperatures are starting to go down. We noticed kind of a dissimilarity between what my Apple phone weather app is saying and what weather.com is saying. On my Apple phone, the weather 2 weeks from today is showing it to be in the high 60s and the low 40s, but weather.com is showing it to be the mid to high 70s and the low 50s, high 40s. So what we can say definitively is that we will see a cooling trend in about a week.
And we'll have weather.
And we will have rain.
Whether there's weather or not.
Whether
Yeah.
or not we have weather, we will have some weather.
Right?
Right? Any birthdays?
Let's check it out. You know, I do wish some of that rain would come during the summer instead of front loading in the spring and then all in the fall.
Well, we had some this week in the middle of the night.
I don't
It
know.
lasted 30 seconds or something.
Yeah. I was
gonna
It
say, it
just
wasn't-
rained.
yeah.
It was enough to make the back stairs damp.
Yeah.
And not
yeah.
much else.
But didn't
Yeah.
leave puddles or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I'm hoping next year we get a little wetter summer. I know this has been the trend, but it's kind of scary. All right, so today on our Truly Valley Lions Club calendar, we have Barb Prosek with a birthday. Then, get this, Paul and Jessica Seti have an anniversary.
Ooh, happy anniversary.
So happy birthday and anniversary, everybody. We got a song for you. Ready?
Ready?
Happy birthday, happy
day,
happy birthday,
yay!
Yay! And happy
And since we've
anniversary.
done the birthday song, ready?
Ready?
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary,
happy
happy
anniversary.
anniversary, happy anniversary. Okay, sorry.
All right. We can keep going.
All right, and because school has started, we have the breakfast menu.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so today is Wednesday,
That
and
looks
we
like
have
lunch. Yes.
that looks like lunch.
Oh, and
Or
now
breakfast.
if you go to the Chihuahua K12.wa site,
Yeah.
you can actually split it up between the high school and the elementary school.
I checked; it's the same thing.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So, super bakery bread English muffin sandwich, fresh fruit variety, 100% fruit juice, canned fruit variety, and you can pick any two of these following items: cereal, yogurt cup, homemade muffin, cheese stick, low-fat white milk, fat-free chocolate milk. And then for lunch, you have a cheeseburger, french fries or tater tots, a raw veggie bar, canned fruit variety, fresh fruit variety, low-fat white milk, fat-free chocolate milk, pickled chips, ketchup, mustard, and ranch dressing. Ooh.
Well, and they only cook at the grade school. So the high school is going to have, it's a serving kitchen. I mean, they do have some cooking facilities, but mainly the cooking is all done. Anyway, it was when I worked there, and I'm
So they
assuming
get like
it still
cold
is.
cheeseburgers?
What?
How does that work? They have a
I mean,
kitchen there, don't they?
Yeah, if they don't cook it at the high school, so they have to cook it at guests, and then
Well,
they run it
the
across
main
the street.
cooking is done at they do have some ovens and cooking, but the main prep is done at the grade school, and then they have a bus that buses it over.
Wow.
So the high
and-
school kids get cold food.
No,
Sorry,
they
guys.
don't. They have warming ovens and heating stuff and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, come on. I have to be dramatic about something.
That's
yeah.
called catered. It's catered.
Catered. Yeah,
Catered.
that's
We'll
catered.
call it that. Make it
Yeah,
fancy.
unless they've rearranged it and changed it. It's just a very small kitchen that's a catering kitchen. Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
You know, yeah.
Interesting.
We'll have to
Interesting.
ask. We have somebody
we'll
who
have the
might know
guest
today
today.
as
Yeah.
our
Yeah, we
guest.
do.
Okay, so
All
let's
right.
get right in on what is happening in
Yes.
Chihuahua. Of course, you know that school started yesterday. We're going to
Right.
keep telling you that, even though you probably know because you have kids that walked out the door and you took first day pictures and all that sort of stuff.
Right?
I did none of that.
Oh, we totally did that yesterday. And like I said, we cried. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, today we have pickleball, 8 to 11, and you can see their Facebook pickleball or Chihuahua Pickleball Club to find out more details. And it's at the golf course. Tomorrow, I have nothing.
Oh, a quick reminder from the chamber that today's the deadline to add items to the chamber's newsletter.
Okay.
You can email info@chihuahua.org to get that information in if you're a chamber member.
Okay, and we are quoting from the Chihuahua.events community calendar. So, what do we have for tomorrow?
For
Tomorrow-
Thursday?
Yeah, there's
Thursday.
Bunko at the Valley Fire Hall from 10
Okay.
a.m. to 11:30. That happens the second and fourth Thursday of every month at the Valley Fire Hall. You can call 509-688-5808 for more information. And that's the same number to call for the sit and fit class too.
Oh, how
Interesting.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thursday is also Chewelah Food Bank Day and Diaper Distribution Day. So the Chewelah Food Bank is open from 10 to 2. Don't be hungry in Chewelah. We have food, and don't forget to check out the pantry, the food pantry that is there by the back of Abundant Life Fellowship Church. There have been wonderful posts about the things that people have been putting in there. So I keep meaning to go over there and grab some cucumbers. I have to remember to do that. We also have the diaper distribution, and that is over at the Catholic Church. Any family member can go, but I believe it's only one set of diapers for the week for that family, is how I remember it. And it's in the Chamber newsletter. It is not on the calendar, so I need to move it to the calendar. But I saw it on the Chamber
It's always
newsletter.
been on the calendar. It's not there all of a sudden.
I know. That's
Weird.
why I was like, I was expecting to see it, and I didn't see it. So I'll have to
Weird,
make sure
okay.
that gets added again.
Yeah. All right. So then after that, we've got the tech help at the library. That happens from 3 to 4 p.m. at 311 East Clay Avenue. You can bring any tech questions, bring your own tablet, smartphone, laptop, or you can use one of the library computers.
Mm-hmm. Women's pickleball is happening on Thursday nights. That's at the golf course up at Sand Canyon Road, and it's from 5 to 7 p.m.
There you go. And then carry there.
See, I did that last time, and you're laughing at me.
You should laugh at me. And Craig Mara Karaoke is at 8:30 to 11:30 at the Oasis Tavern. That's at 109 North Park Street in Chewelah.
Okay, and then we're going to go on to Friday, August 28th. And we start the morning out at the casino for Mistaqua Casino for the Chamber of Commerce meeting, 7 a.m. All businesses, nonprofits, and just individuals who just want to be part of the chamber are welcome to come. Then you can leave there and run up to the golf course or drive and play pickleball. And when you're through there, you can go to the farmer's market. I don't know that there's anything special on the farmer's market. I mean, we already did the zucchini and...
Well, the apple pie bake-off, I think that's in September, right?
The apple pie eating
so.
contest. It's not a bake-off. It's an eating contest.
That's right.
No work involved, just eat.
Yeah.
Right? And you are a champion. You are a record holder pie eater.
I don't know if I'm a record holder, but I am a previous champion. Last year, I chose to forfeit myself by using a fork and enjoying my pie slowly.
Oh, but the year before that...
Year before that, it was...
He won.
Yeah.
You got
he
it
did
in
a
your
total
eyes
flip.
and up your nose.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It was a much smaller piece, too.
And then you can also attend and go to the Walt Goodman Historical Museum. Now, it's only open
This is the last weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, when is Memorial Day? Is that...
That's,
so we have one more weekend
5th.
then. Yeah, because that's the
so we
first
have one
week
more.
in September.
Yeah, so you only have 2 more weekends, this weekend and the next, to be able to visit the museum. Okay, then Saturday, unless there's anything else that you have on there.
Yeah,
for
Saturday
Friday.
we have not for Friday, go ahead.
Okay, so Saturday we have football. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Football, a jamboree starts at 10 a.m. at Davenport.
What is a jamboree?
That means lots of different schools play different quarters. So you don't have a ending score. So there might be 4 schools, and these 2 play this quarter, this play this quarter, this play. You know, you mix it up. It's jamboree.
It's not a game per se. It's more of like a
gumbo.
Yeah.
It's like a football gumbo.
Yeah.
You put
The
everything
football
in there.
gumbo. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know how they do the football for sure because they play halves, don't they? Do they have quarters in a...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they play
okay.
quarters, yeah.
Yeah.
You have the nicest nails I've ever seen for a gardener.
Oh, yeah. Eventually they're all going to break off, but they're really hard. Yeah. Okay, so what else is happening on Saturday?
Well, Saturday we have a book launch and meet the author event up at Seeker's Bookshop up in Colville. It's from 10 a.m. to 5:30, and the book is a thriller, a suspense book called Risk Management by Reed Winslow. So it's see if they have the pen name of a former trial lawyer who spends 3 decades in the courtroom before turning that experience into fiction. And he has a debut thriller, The Dead Bell, was named as one of the best independent books of 2022. So yeah, if you just want to see how a courtroom career becomes a novel, you're supposed to go and check out the book signing. And it looks like the book signing is from 10 a.m. to 2, and the meet the authors from 2:30 to 5:30.
See, and when I first read that and it said risk management, I'm going,
Right?
another boring
Another
technical
boring,
manual.
yeah. No, but this is
it's the title of a thriller.
It's going to be fun.
Risk
Yeah.
management in your workplace.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
A thriller.
Dun,
So,
dun, dun.
Sunday, August 30th, what do we have?
Sunday.
Sunday, we have women's cardio kickboxing. That's happening at the Arena Fitness. You can contact them for more information. It's from 10 to 11.
We have the Sunday brunch featuring mimosas from 11 to 1. So after you do the kickboxing, you can go and have the mimosas and just eat all those calories that you just worked off.
There you
That's
go.
at Parkview Senior Living. They have a brunch on the last Sunday of the month, and they invite the community to join them from 11 to 1 p.m.
There's a
Okay.
cost, so you need to be prepared for that. And
Mm-hmm.
I think you probably have to. Do you have to call and make a reservation?
They don't say that you have to call and make a reservation. Oh,
Oh,
RSVP.
RSVP.
Yep, they do. All right, so RSVP to 509-684-5677. And you can find that number again on chihuila.events.
Yeah.
There
And
you
then, of
go.
course, pickleball.
Pickleball.
Which is
pickleball.
Yeah, pickleball is just everywhere.
From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
It's just a pickleball crazy society we live in now.
Yeah.
Right? This
yeah.
is like a pickleball center.
These kids and their pickleball.
And these kids are in their
I was going to say
later
60s,
ages.
70s,
Yeah.
80s,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. All right. Monday, August 31st, we have the start the day with da-da-da.
With
Pickleball.
Wow. Why can't these kids listen to radio like we did when we were young?
And then at the senior center, there's every Monday we have single deck pinochle, 5 p.m. At the library, every Monday we have Brick Builders Club, 3:30 p.m. And we have yoga in Chihuila. It started last week, I believe, and it goes through December 7th from 10:30 to 12 and 1 to 2:30 with Brenda St. John
There you go.
on Mondays.
I've also got this, in addition to I don't know, maybe that is the bunko, but there's on the calendar a senior center potluck from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Then Tuesday, the
Then we have to
first.
flip the calendar.
I have that coffee activity on the 1st as well. So I wonder
Okay.
if they mean it to be on Monday the 1st or Monday the 31st or Tuesday the 1st. Or both days.
Maybe
Good
both days.
question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So one way or another, we'll find out.
Yeah. And then Wednesday, the 2nd,
Mm-hmm.
we start Stage Time Theater School. And that is for all preschool, school-age children up through about 18 or so. The kids that are in grade school and preschool, they have their classes at 3:15 right after school at the Center for the Arts. And the older kids, the middle school and high school, they meet at 5:30.
And I will get that on the calendar because
Very
if I
cool.
don't, Sharon will murder me in my sleep.
Oh,
That's fair. That's fair.
I'd have to get a blueprint of your house so I'd know which room you were in.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun.
We just got very dark.
Okay, so then there's ordinary things happening. I guess we still have time, don't we? We have
We
a
got a
little
few
bit of time. And coming up, though, on the end of that week, the 4th, is da-da-da-da-da-da-da, football.
Football.
At Elmira Cooley Heartline. And that's a football game at 7. And we learned last week that our away on the road games were going to be broadcast with
Broadcast.
Jim Caruso.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
you,
And they're going
right?
to broadcast
Chuck.
right here on KCHW.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. And then,
that's Friday, right?
yes, Friday the 4th, 9/4.
Yep. Friday the 4th. Yep.
And then Saturday.
Did we talk about the art walk?
Not yet because
No.
she skipped over it.
Oh,
I
you
skipped
for
over it. How
for
did
That
I-
special
is on the
reason.
calendar.
Oh, I had
right
a
there.
meeting last night in Colville, and I get home at 9:30, and I have to throw this together. And I'm sorry, that is just unacceptable. Okay,
Right.
tell
You
us-
should continue to abuse
Oh,
yourself.
My goodness.
So it is the first Thursday art walk happening from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Chihuila. There's lots of I don't have the full posters in front of me, but I do know at the Spotlight Gallery,
Yeah.
your artwork is going to be featured, Paula.
Yeah, you guys just can't get rid of me. So it's going to be me and Blake and another wonderful artist. And
And a-
then we have Sozo Coffee.
Yeah.
Who's the other artist that I'm spacing their name on? They're fabulous. Beautiful artwork.
Oh, I know him.
Very colorful.
Yes.
Right? You know, Blake and my
Wonderful,
stuff is
wonderful
gonna
young
be,
man.
Oh,
For
my
life of me, I
gosh.
can't remember his name.
All right. I
I
bet I
have
have
him on
that.
Facebook.
Right?
John. That's something I want to say, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we will. Also, at the tail end of it, we will be doing the Ionosphere 2. We didn't quite have everything finished up in time last month for the art walk. So we were just everything in that project that went wrong did go wrong. So we're running just a bit behind, but everything is up and running now. So we're going to be William Stodden-Ross. That's what it was. William Stodden-Ross. Yeah. He's an amazing artist.
Yeah, really excited.
But we will be doing a lighter sort of. We're not going to have the full. We don't plan on having any live music or tents or refreshments. But we just want to invite everybody over to do the whole the light up unveiling reveal. So
Right, and there's a surprise. There's an interactive thing that's working.
oh yeah,
So
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
exciting. And if you haven't had a chance to drive by the radio station, it's a treat, and it's super fun.
Especially at night after dark. Yeah.
Yes, after dark, because you're able to see the northern lights. You're able to interact with the spaceship. It's very, very cool. Very cool.
And a good reason to come out after dark in Chihuahua.
Yeah, for sure. I also want to say, Craig posted this morning. He says, "Good morning, Chuck, Paula, and Sharon. Alex Miller, a 22-year-old native Nashville troubadour, will be joining us on Friday.
Yes.
He has a really busy week with a whole bunch of music, so go to his profile, Craig McQuain Music, on Facebook to check out more. The 2026 Bavarian Beer and Brat Festival needs vendors, sponsors, and volunteers. Early bird deadline is on August 31st. Blessings.
Oh, my goodness.
Please
Well-
email the McQuain Music family at 5sons@lunch@gmail.com. Ooh, my eyes are good. Look at how
Yeah, look at how little that print is. Oh, my goodness.
There you go.
All right, and back to Sharon.
Already?
Oh, I'm starting a sneezing fit. I am
Oh,
so
no.
sorry. Okay.
It happens.
So we talked about football on Friday, and now we're going to talk about
Football.
Oh, thank you,
volleyball
Destiny.
on
Destiny-
Saturday.
Destiny says it looks very beautiful. The building.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So on Saturday, we have the Quartzsite Kickoff Tournament, and that's a home tournament. Starts at 8 a.m.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot
so
of football.
it must be. Now listen to all the people that are going to be here. Northport, Selkirk, Springdale, Inchelium, and Kettle Falls. So you get to see a smattering of all kinds of volleyball teams
Oh, wow.
playing.
Oh, how
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Wow,
And you know
cool.
what they're really going to enjoy? They're going to really enjoy the car show that's going on at the park on the 5th.
That's right. We have the Rev It Up for the Radio Car Show. That's a fundraiser for the station. We're going to have Infusion playing. We got a silent auction. We got lots of amazing things in that silent auction.
Nice.
And we will be drawing the winner for that amazing, beautiful, custom-built Randy Tron guitar, which we have raffle tickets between now and then
Nice.
available for $5 a piece to win that hand-built
Custom.
custom
Amazing.
guitar. Yeah,
Yeah, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful instrument.
absolutely.
Okay. So then we're just going to give you some highlights of what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Thursday, September 10th, which isn't that far away. Taste of Chihuahua will have their event in downtown Chihuahua, and it's always spectacular. All kinds of good food from 4:30 on until the food runs out.
There
Nice.
you go.
Yeah, and you can get your tickets at Acres, Valley Drug, and online. Yeah, and only go to the Arts Guild online because
Don't buy them anywhere
Where
else
else?
online.
Yeah.
Especially
just
if you
the
see
Arts
some
Guild
guy
page.
standing in an alley. Hey, you want tickets to the Taste of
They
Chihuahua?
did get scalped.
well,
I
they
know.
did
yeah.
get they got
Oh,
scalped.
no, I know. I was,
yeah,
I was making
yeah,
a joke, but yeah, they did.
yeah. So and-
Digital scalping.
yeah. And then also coming up in September, the day after that, Chihuahua Center for the Arts is having a yard sale. They are starting a scholarship fund that this is going to kick off for a high school senior that's going into the theater arts. So
Nice.
Nice.
that's kind of exciting.
Mhm.
Then watch your...
Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry about that.
Okay, watch your city bill. September 14th through 18th, the city is having a scrap metal pickup. A flyer will be coming out, and they will pick up your scrap metal. You just have to put it out on your garbage day next to your garbage can. And they will be
Oh.
having, I imagine, a big truck and people
some guys to help.
following the garbage truck.
They did
Well, that's
specify this
cool.
is not for old appliances. This is
Okay.
not for, like old bicycles or something. This is just scrap metal.
Okay.
Scrap metal. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so not like
it can't be mixed like with rubber or oil or anything like
no,
that.
just scrap metal.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting. That's cool.
And then coming up the end of yeah. Okay, we
The end
all
of-
have that disease this
the end of
morning.
something or another.
Right? It's 'cause the lighting is
September
off.
22nd is the Arts Guild has an art in the school program, and that is for it's an evening program, and it's for art teachers and school teachers. They get together and they coordinate, and the Arts Guild provides this program for the school. Thursday, September 24th, coming up is the Salish event, and we're going to have more about that. But that's going to be a fun activity. The theme this year is salmon, and the casino is providing a dinner, a salmon soup. There will be a small charge, $5, but you'll have to get
Yeah.
They're doing up to, I believe, 50 tickets. So it's the first 50 that do buy a ticket, and you can still go to the event. You just can't have a dinner if you don't have a dinner ticket.
Very
And the
cool.
event is free. So
Nice. And
Oh,
is that at the center or at the casino?
that's at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts.
Nice.
Yes.
We
yes.
skipped over a very, very important one.
Okay, I'm sorry. What?
September 9th,
September 9th.
right here at the KCHW Theater, is
Yes.
Rashadicus, also known as the
Yes.
Cello Goblin.
Oh, yes.
He puts
yes.
on a very unique, one-of-a-kind show.
Yes.
A little bit of absurdity, some goblin interaction
Shenanigans,
and shenanigans. Yeah, he is a wild show. It's going to be unlike anything Chihuahua has ever seen before.
Right.
So it's going to be a lot of
Okay.
fun. And he's actually a virtuoso cello player who went the way of the goblin.
Nice.
Aha.
So yeah,
So then
Lot
I'm
of
going
fun,
to
though.
finish out just touching things that are coming up. The Chihuahua Valley Lions Club has their Romp and Roar golf tournament the end of September 26th. And then in the 3rd of October, we have the Chamber Auction. That's a Saturday. And we also have a Stompers concert at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts that same evening.
there
So
we go.
There's plenty going on in Chihuahua.
Right?
Yeah.
Right on.
And we'll be announcing those volleyball and football games weekly. We're just going to tell you
Right.
about the ones that are coming that week
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we don't want to mix up your minds and have you go to Ritzville when
Right, the wrong
it
place,
was
right?
really
Right,
somewhere else.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course the hunts are going to start up. The hunts start up in October, so
Oh,
both
yeah.
the Bradley Taekwondo hunt and the Randall family insanity crazy family friendly hunt
Yeah.
will be starting up as well. And I just want to send a quick note of thanks to the amazing Chihuahua Creative District for letting me host my summer art camp
Oh, yeah.
over at the Aaron Huff Memorial Building. That was awesome, and sincere gratitude for them for their sponsorship, and also to the Arts Guild for helping out. You know, Arts Guild being like, Gail came over and she let me borrow some paper to mount their beautiful artwork.
Aha.
Nice.
Nice.
But I so appreciate all the support and everything that I got from all the wonderful communities here in Chihuahua to help support those kids. So
Very
Yeah.
cool.
thank
Yeah.
you, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, we have our guest Jason Perrins right here in the studio, waiting patiently for us. Gave us the old thumbs up there. So we're going to take a break. We're going to listen to some news. We're going to thank our sponsors again, and we'll be right back for the second half of the show, right here on KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Support for KCHW comes from Thrive Broadband. Thrive Broadband provides fiber internet and phone service to homes and businesses throughout Chihuahua. Thrive's fiber network features equal upload and download speeds, supporting streaming, online learning, and business connectivity all at the same time. More information about Thrive's broadband services can be found online at thrivebroadband.com or by phone at 509-935-3500. KCHW would like to thank Thrive Broadband for supporting community radio in Northeast Washington.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast for August 26, 2026. I'm Mike Clifford. The U.S.-Canada trade war escalated by another notch. Canada struck back at the U.S., announcing new tariffs of up to 50% on hundreds of American goods and deepening a trade war between the two longtime allies, which has been simmering since President Trump returned to the White House last year. The Washington Post notes beginning on September the 8th, Canada will double its tariffs on American steel and aluminum from 25 to 50%. It will impose tariffs ranging from 15 to 50% on about 700 other products. Meantime, with measles on the rise, Pennsylvania children's advocates remind parents of the importance of vaccine checkups for their kids in hopes of keeping them healthy in and out of the classroom.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says measles cases in Pennsylvania and nationwide are at their highest level in more than 3 decades. Carrie King of Pennsylvania Partnerships for Children says their new fact sheet provides guidance for families. She says back to school time is ideal to make sure children are up to date on their shots. But King notes that measles vaccination rates have been slipping, including Pennsylvania's kindergarten immunization rate, leaving more kids vulnerable.
So the measles, mumps, rubella, the vaccination rate stands at 93.2%. Typically in the medical community, we look to 95% for what we refer to as the community protection goal. So really like looking to build up kind of that herd immunity.
Pennsylvania health officials reported Tuesday that 2 unvaccinated people in Lancaster County have died from measles. Danielle Smith reporting.
And energy production is big business, and companies are earning major profits no matter which market they're in.
The Solar Energy Industries Association says Indiana has installed solar power sources in nearly 851,000 homes. Coal production in the state yields almost 24 million tons of coal, 4% of the nation's total production. The federal government is primarily backing the coal industry, but Randolph County Assessor George Castor believes solar can coexist alongside it.
Both are vital. And even though those who want coal gone due to environmental concerns and the cost of coal production to create energy, the diversity of solar, wind, and coal combined can make a big impact on our energy costs.
A company should be able to earn a profit, he adds, but with the increased need for electricity, failing to seek alternatives is a, quote, draconian path that Hoosiers can't afford to take. I'm Terry D. reporting.
Most of the electricity in Indiana comes from above-the-ground service lines. If companies were to bury the lines, there would be fewer outages, even in flood areas. This is Public News Service. A graphite manufacturer in Harrison County, West Virginia, is asking a federal court to toss out a lawsuit filed by local environmental groups. The case involves the company's facility near the Ann Moore Run, a stream within the broader watershed of the upper Monongahela River. We get more on the story from our Nadia Ramlagan.
Olivia Miller with the West Virginia Highlands Conservancy, one of the groups involved in the case, says the lawsuit is asking the court to require Amstead Graphite Materials to comply with its permit, stop Clean Water Act violations, and pay penalties. She adds that the company has hundreds of violations related to chemical dumping reported from 2023 through 2026 on the books.
When you see repeated exceedances over time, that raises real concerns about whether the treatment system is adequate and whether the company is doing what it is legally required to do.
Amstead Graphite Materials says it's entered into agreements with both the EPA and the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection to make upgrades to its manufacturing plant and reduce environmental impact.
And healthcare advocates are taking their message on the road this week as Medicaid changes overshadow political campaigns. Events are planned in 4 states, including New York.
The group Protect Our Care's GOP Hot Seat Summer campaign aims to pressure Republican lawmakers during the August recess over Medicaid cuts and changes to Affordable Care Act tax credits. But New York Assembly member Dana Levenberg echoes community leaders and advocates who warn of a healthcare crisis.
Over 500,000 New Yorkers are losing losing healthcare coverage or their premiums are doubling, tripling is just intolerable. We cannot accept that this is America. This is happening on the backs of the people who need healthcare most.
Ahead of the midterms, the GOP is out with its own messaging defending the moves. Congress passed President Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act last year, which included new work requirements for Medicaid. I'm Mark Richardson.
Finally, the cost of health care in California keeps rising every year, and today the board of the State Office of Healthcare Affordability will look at proposals designed to bend the spending curve.
Over the past 2 years, the state established cost growth targets for hospitals, as well as both provider and insurance groups. Chris Noble with the nonprofit Health Access California says the agency is now considering fines for companies that repeatedly overspend.
To actually ensure that that target is enforceable, that will create a real material incentive for these different sections of the healthcare system to find ways to contain costs and make healthcare more affordable for all of us.
Noble notes that healthcare costs typically go up 6% each year, outpacing inflation, wage growth, and premium increases. I'm Suzanne Potter.
This is by Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
It's 8:16.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center for service. Vehicle sales are open 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with service open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Saturday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services available at colvilletoyota.com. Colville Toyota, a small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by
LMK Floors in Chewelah, serving Chewelah and the surrounding areas. Located at 110 East Main Street in Chewelah, next door to Bradley's Taekwondo. Locally owned and operated, LMK Floors provides sales of floor coverings, blinds, and countertops for a variety of home and business projects. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. LMK Floors, now open at 110 East Main Avenue in Chewelah. LMK means let me know. More information about LMK Floors can be found at lmkfloors.com or by calling 509-936-9099. KCHW would like to thank LMK Floors for their support of public radio in Stevens County.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Good morning. Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. We are still here with myself, Chuck Ritchie, my lovely co-hosts, Ms. Paula Randall, Ms. Sharon Ludwig, and our guest in the studio today, Mr. Jason Perrins from the school district, the school superintendent. Good morning, Jason.
He's lovely, too.
Good morning.
How are you doing? Oh, wait, hold on. You know, I think I may have had your microphone unplugged. There we go. Go ahead and give us a howdy.
Oh, good morning. Thank you. And thank you for inviting me.
Oh.
Good morning to everyone.
You know what? It looks like I am actually having some troubles here. Let's switch microphones. I think I may have that one might be unplugged here. Hold on.
Okay, so
It's
Paula
not
and I are going
right?
to fill in some time here. Yes.
Blather, blather, blather.
Yes.
Today in our national holidays, it's National Dog Day.
Ooh.
Right?
And
Isn't
anybody that's anybody has a dog or
right?
two.
Or two.
Yeah.
Like cool people have two.
Yeah.
Right? I love that. It's also
Some of us
National
have
Women's
3.
Equality Day and National Web Mistress. This is oddly specific. I have to click on that one.
All right. Now let's try you out there, Jason.
Good morning.
That's better.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Sometimes our pesky DJs in here at night, they switch the microphone cables around on us.
Okay.
So, yeah, good morning. You are our school superintendent.
Yes.
Introduce yourself and which you kind of already did, but...
Well, Jason Perrins, superintendent in the Chihuahua School District. This is my 6th year in the community and being a part of this great school district. And so we started school yesterday, so we're off and running. And so, yeah, that's my introduction.
How was day one? How did
day one is great. I was in the classrooms and in the schools. You know, the first day of school is actually, I wish every day was the first day of school. Everybody's excited.
Yeah.
Everybody's seeing their friends. You know, it's just a happy place, you know.
Nice.
And you're wearing your best clothes.
And you're wearing your best clothes, right? Everybody's on their best behavior. Everything's an awe moment. Everything's like, oh, this is so nice. So we just need to keep that momentum every day.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I like that. You know, I still have dreams of, showing up for school the first day and having no idea where anything is. And
yeah.
And they're always good. They're always fun ones.
It's usually those students who are transitioning into something different, a different place, like your 7th graders.
Yeah.
You know, it's a new building. It's a new, that's where the mystery comes in.
Oh,
But
yeah.
every student lays out their clothes the night before. Every student is anxious. That anxiety, right? It's a good anxiety, but it's there,
absolutely.
And meeting their new teachers. Although we did have open house last week, which was exceptional. Big turnout. It was almost like it's like a pre-first day because everybody comes there, and then it's just now without the parents per se, except for the elementary schools, obviously. But yeah, a lot of good energy, and with the construction with guests, which we'll talk about later, makes it even more interesting. So
nice,
yeah.
Very cool.
I remember one open house when I was a kid. Sort of our class clown Gary. We were the Colony Knights, and we had a suit of armor that at one point went missing, but before it was missing, he climbed up there and he actually got stuck behind it. He didn't realize that it was like mounted solidly, and he was being silly, and he climbed up there, and it was during the open house. And
oh my goodness!
That for some reason that's the memory that sticks out most to me about open houses was them having to actually have to call EMS to get Gary out.
The jaws of life and crack it open. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
that would be an exciting first day of school.
That would be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, so things went well, and they're in day two.
Today's day two, yeah.
So is there anything you want to talk about? I guess it's like I said, the ship's kind of sailed, but as far as like preparing to get ready for that first week of school, anything that kids should know, maybe, I guess.
What doom is about to happen? Dun,
right?
dun, dun.
Yeah. Well, we send out a newsletter. This one was online mostly. We email it out to people, and we send that usually a week or two before school starts because it gives all the dates, all the information. It's really helpful. We hopefully reading is still an important part of people's lives because it's important to read that, I think.
Yeah.
And I know many do, but sometimes you wonder because later on people ask you questions that are all in there, which is fine. I mean, we'll answer the questions, but really reading is important.
Did you get the memo?
Yeah, but it goes in your brain and falls out the other side.
Well, even if you read it and then you repeat it, it's okay though because the brain it takes a while for us to learn things.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't always get things on the first try.
Right.
I didn't read the whole thing.
Okay, well,
I read the important stuff about registering my kid, and then I didn't read any further. Read but I promise I'll read the whole thing tonight.
Okay, that would be good.
Like as soon as you leave, I'm going to read it.
Yeah, information and knowledge is power, right?
It is.
So if you exclude yourself from that information, it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but no, great. Our biggest challenge this summer, or starting at the end of the year, is Guess Elementary. So we received a couple years ago a grant. It usually takes a year, right? So when you work, you get something and you don't get it until later. But we've received a small modernization schools grant, which this is our second one that we received. If you recall, it was a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, we got one for Jenkins. And so we had the whole new HVAC system put in. And so we received one for Guess. So Guess has never had, I think since 1979 or 80 when the school was built, they didn't put in air conditioning.
Oh, wow.
And so,
interesting.
So obviously all students, and honestly, air conditioning is really important in September and in May, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so
It is, yeah.
So looking back at that time, that was the thinking of that. It wasn't necessarily important or something, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't here.
Yeah.
But anyways, we will have actually, a new HVAC system with air conditioning, and so
Oh, wow.
that's going to be really great for the kids during those 2 times during the month. May and June, and then particularly in September. So
Well, and sometimes even through October, it's when it still gets
Camp-
up.
yeah.
Indian
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get,
Well,
you get 1,000 bodies in the school, and
Yep.
the sun pounding on it. It gets hot in there.
Yeah. It is an oven. I mean
Yeah.
that sun bakes on that brick, and so anyhow, so we're excited about that, and it's really actually a 5-month, almost a 6-month project, really.
Oh, wow.
And so even at spring break, they came in and started doing stuff, moving things around. Not stuff that you would notice when you walk in, but just behind the
Right.
scenes, right? And then as soon as school started, it was like we closed it down. I mean, as soon as
Summer.
it ended, as soon as school ended, it was like we locked it down and they started ripping up. And so they did the core stuff. So our focus was to make sure classrooms were ready.
Mm-hmm.
And the hall, just the basic learning spots, and they achieved it. McKinstry,
Nice.
who we work with, is doing an amazing job. The workers are amazing,
Nice.
but they still have work to do. So in the rafters, right, and up in the beams and the attics as well, they'll be mostly working in the next month and a half or so as they finish it and putting everything together. So they did really well. And if you go to the back, if you see my newsletter, I sent out a newsletter, August newsletter. I put a picture, but if you go to there, you'll see the new system. It's $5.9 million for all that stuff, and so
Wow.
it's great, and it's a grant from the state. It's not a taxpayer funded issue. So, and then now, so that's being done. The parents and everybody's been very understanding. I mean, you walk in there and you see all the raft. It's a construction zone, right, to some degree. A lot less now, obviously, because school started. And workers are still in there working. Most of them you can't see because they're, up in the rafters or they're in places that kids aren't, which is great. The gym, though, is still a work zone. So half the gym has been commandeered by them, where have all their piping and all the equipment. So, but if you go there, it's there. You just most people ignore it and just move on, and then they'll slowly disappear. I think over the next weeks that we have.
Cool.
So we're excited about that.
And was the air conditioning the main part of the project, or was that the whole project?
Brand new HVAC system. Completely. Heating, cooling, everything. Yeah. And so that'll last another 60 years, I guess, right? And
right?
Then, I don't
Right.
know.
Hope, knock on wood.
Crossed.
Yeah.
We'll say if it was put in there, back in the late 70s, early 80s, it's been a while. So,
if half of the gym is taken over by construction, is there room for the kids to have lunch and breakfast?
yes, the other half,
Okay.
Yeah, they're eating. No, everything's fine.
We just squish them in.
just
They're
squish
little.
'em. It's
We
all
just
there.
like,
Yeah, they're small. They're malleable.
Yeah, it's just for a few weeks. It's not
Uh-huh.
going to be all year, and yeah. And we have, moving on to other projects, we have our capital levy that was passed a couple years ago. And so we collect those funds. It takes a year to collect the funds to do something with them. And we replaced the wooden bleachers at Jenkins.
Very
I read
nice.
about
So
that.
those have been there, those wooden bleachers have been there for I think, since the school.
And those are the pull-out ones in the gym. I can remember being at a couple events and fighting with those things and trying to. And I think I gave up halfway because we were trying to pull some out for, I think it was during the job fair.
Yeah.
And trying to pull those things out to set stuff up. And we're like, you know what? I guess 2 seats is fine.
Yeah. So those have been replaced. And then we have, and coming in, so next couple years, we'll do the other things that we committed to do, which is redo the parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to the Guess Elementary in Jenkins, you see the parking lots. It's really broken up. It's really damaged.
Yeah.
And, so we will resurface those.
Very nice.
In the future, right, as we collect the funds. And we also, thanks to the Northeast Washington Pickleball Association.
Yeah.
I think I said that right.
It's pickleball again.
Yeah. No, they gave a donation, and then with the little funds that we had, we redid the roof at the middle school. So that was redone.
Wow.
Well, the portion over the gym, right? Not the whole
yeah.
place, but just the part that's there. Because there's been some leakage, water, and the enemy of gym floors is water.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and so fixing that, and that's been done. So we've had a few projects going on, and every summer actually we do this. We improve our facilities in many ways, and we have a great team. We have a maintenance team that are just, and custodians that just are so flexible and so hardworking. And,
I know a couple of them, and I agree with you wholeheartedly.
It's I have to get out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
They just go and they do such great work, and I just love getting tours and being, maybe in a couple years I could be a contractor. I've learned so much.
Well, and I want to call one out in particular. Our winner of this year's Chihuahua's Got Talent show, Mr. Caleb McCoy.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
right.
Phenomenal. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's doing a great. They're all doing a great job. Yep, keeping things clean and for everybody and doing the best they can.
Yeah,
it can be kind of odd with all the dust. With new construction, it's like you clean and then you go back the next day and there's dust again. But yeah, and we also we did some budget crunching too, and we put in. If you'll go behind the gym at Jenkins, you'll see an additional storage. You'll see a big storage thing unit that we put on there.
Oh, nice.
We've had significant problems with storage, right?
Don't we all?
The state, when they fund schools, they don't think you have anything. So they just give you funds for the classroom, and that's it. And you got to come up with everything else. So we have this new big storage that should be finished here in a couple weeks, where we can move everything in there and we can free up space.
Oh, good.
I don't know if you recall going to Jenkins Gym, you'll see all these cupboards and all these stuff stacked on the side.
Right.
It's not safe, number one, and we need to have a place. So this has been long going, and Jason Tapia really has been the really push and mover on this. He sees things that we don't all see, and he made this happen. So another great thing.
Nice. Well, it seems like things like my house is 100 years old. Built with no storage whatsoever, no closets,
None.
Well, I think back then they didn't have things.
Yeah. The consumerism wasn't
the
as
consumerism
was
wasn't
today.
that. So 60 years ago they built those homes. They just you're going to live here. Okay, here's your house.
Yeah.
And
here's a
now
place
we've
for you.
accumulated so much. I won't say the word junk. Oh, I just said it.
Stuff. I agree.
Really
with you.
important things. Now we need a place for it. Yeah.
I think they had the big trunk store. I mean, that's what the big armoires were for. That's what the trunks were for.
Yeah.
And everything was in there. So
And that's all you had.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But needless to say, don't have those anymore.
And pegs on the wall to hang things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. I'm in an old house as well, and I'm like, where do I put anything?
I would classify most of the stuff in my house as junk.
Hey, don't say that about my 17 bins of Halloween decorations. What's wrong with you?
Some of it's usable junk.
So
Do I need
for
it? No.
anybody who's new to the area, is there anything different about our school from a school that they've come from?
Well, not knowing what school they came from.
Right. That's a good question. Yeah. See, like Paula, her son has been homeschooled all his life, and he's starting high school.
He started yesterday. He's a junior in high school.
How did he like it?
Oh my! He actually, this is really exciting because we were very nervous, right? Talk about a huge change.
Oh yeah.
And so he came out and he had a smile on his face when he got in the car.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was. Yeah.
That's
it was. We
wonderful to
were
hear.
we're like, is he going to be stressed out? Is it too much? Is it overwhelming?
Sure.
Because I mean, the little things, and
Yeah.
this is something that we take for granted. Sorry, I'm on a roll now.
Okay, I'll listen to your role.
Okay, and that'll be done. Thank you.
Okay.
But like when we send our kids to school, right? They get used to the structure of the classroom. They get used to the authority structure. They get used to, like in the middle schools, they get lockers. All these little tiny things. Xander and other homeschoolers have never been exposed to that.
Right.
So I mean, even just the uniqueness of how to open his locker was like something that we spent a good 10-15 minutes on an open house because he'd never done that before.
Right.
So it was just like, oh my gosh, everything is so new to this wonderful, amazing young man who is so excited to go and meet everybody. And of course, he knew some from Taekwondo, and he knew some from Young Life, and he knew some from,
Of course.
other Chihuahua events. But yeah, it was huge.
And he's going in the 9th grade?
He is going as a junior, yeah.
So you said junior.
Yeah,
Okay,
as a junior.
Well, typically we have, there's a 9th grade special event evening that they have for that very reason. And next year, the new principal, we actually have a new principal.
Yeah.
We can talk about him in a minute. But he's told me that they want to do that for the 7th grade as well. Because, you're going into a new school.
Yeah.
Usually all that stuff happens before the first day, right? You've already come, you've opened your locker, you've been in the school, you kind of know things. So he's already talked to me about having a 7th grade,
Yeah.
evening night where kids go in, do those very same things. So that the first day they're not so panicky.
Exactly.
They can relax. So yeah. So your son missed that as a 9th grader, but yeah,
Well, thank
even
goodness
still.
for the open house, though.
Yeah, the open house is another opportunity for
Right?
everybody. Yeah.
So we didn't meet all of the teachers because we were
Yeah.
fiddling with the locker.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then because I did not read the full newsletter,
Ooh, okay.
I received misinformation from students who may or may not have been pulling my leg, which of course I relayed all of the same information to my son. Okay, you're not allowed to use your backpack in any of the classrooms. You have to leave it in your locker, and you're not all these little things. So Xander came back and was like, I can use my locker, Mom.
Yeah.
I mean, I can use my backpack, Mom. I don't have to leave it in my locker,
Right,
Mom. Right?
I remember that was a rule when I was in school, and because I wasn't a very organized kid. I don't know if you can imagine that.
Shocking.
But
Yeah.
but I just preferred leaving all my stuff in my backpack, and we actually had a rule that you couldn't use your backpack in classes.
No.
We
Because
didn't
the kids like
even
me that would bring
have
everything to every
backpacks.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I went to school so long ago, we didn't even have backpacks.
That's not true. You had bags. You had to have
We
bags.
had bags, but we didn't have backpacks.
Right?
Remember, because they lived in a house that didn't have any storage, so you didn't have
That's
things.
true.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Right? Or running water or,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is a
I
Went-
think
ran-
dinosaurs
ran
were.
to the creek to get our water. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
It's funny you with your kids starting school. I know because we've always homeschooled or actually unschooled, but every year around registration time, it was an annual tradition. We'd sit down and discuss it and be like, okay, do you guys want to continue this or do you want to go to school? And every year it was pretty much a resounding no. But there were a couple years when I was like, well, maybe this year they'll decide to want to do it. But no, they never did. So.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of him. I mean, I'm very, very
Good for him. Yeah.
very,
that'd
very
be
proud
good.
of him
Yeah.
to, go in as a junior. And I gave him the option, and I'm like, honey, we're homeschooled. If you want to go in as a sophomore,
Yeah.
we can just hold you back a year, and then you have 3 full years in the
Sure.
system.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, Mom, I've done the work. I want to go in as a
Right.
junior. So
Right.
Yeah.
very exciting, and the teachers were all very, very welcoming,
They
and
are,
everybody
yes.
was very gracious. And again, he came out of the school with a smile on his face, which,
Yeah.
except again, I didn't read the entire newsletter. we were told he did not need to go to homeroom. So of course I need to call the school today and be like, no, he really was there. I promise, because
Oh,
I got
okay.
the attendance call.
Oh, yes.
Your son did not check in at homeroom.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I know. See, we're already in trouble. Our first day.
You're not in trouble.
No.
It's okay.
Now, how about the schedule? Do they? Because I know when I was in school, we had a rotating schedule where we had longer class periods. Or is it the standard, 1 hour periods 1 through 6 every
Yeah,
day,
they're
or-
about 50 minutes.
Okay.
Sometimes they could be 48, depending on that. But yeah, they have 7 classes they go to.
Okay.
Sometimes there has been time where it's been 6.
Okay.
But now Jenkins runs a 7-period day.
Okay.
Yep.
I know
Well-
we always
well-
ran a rotating schedule where we had 90-minute periods where we would have one day we didn't have the same classes every day.
Right. Those
That
are
was-
block scheduling.
Yeah.
And
that-
they've done that here before.
Have they? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Some schools have done that. A lot
Yeah.
of schools went that way about 25 years ago. It was
Yeah.
really big, and then they abandoned it.
Yep.
And some
Yeah.
have kept it, though, if you can do it right. So it's not so much the delivery model, although there is a element of importance there. But as long as it's done faithfully and consistently, it
Yeah.
works, right? And so back then when they started creating these block schedules, one of the biggest challenges that happened during that time is that the districts or the leadership or whoever was making the decision, didn't provide the professional development of the changes that needs to do when you're teaching. So everybody's used to teaching 50-minute periods or
Right.
60-minute periods. Well, now you're teaching 90. Well, that takes a different structure. It takes training.
Oh yeah.
You don't just, it takes training. And people don't realize that, unless you've ever, it's like giving a talk or a speech or something. Is it going to be 10 minutes or is it going to be 90 minutes? You're going to do different things, right?
Right.
So a lot of them just weren't able to consistently sustain that. And so
That makes sense.
there's
Or
a lot of
Three
other
and a half
reasons
hours.
too.
And
Yeah.
for something like math class, that was
Yeah.
a long time to
Right.
to sit through that. And then there were times when especially my senior year with having a driver's license, there were classes I didn't always have a first period.
Right.
But then when I did have that one class that started at 7:15, I often didn't make it to that class.
Yeah, there's a lot of lots of different ways you can teach. Right?
Yeah.
There's strategies. There's lots of things that you can do, and teachers are trained in some of these, and some aren't. Right. So you want to, and how you teach a class for 50 minutes is way different than 90.
Oh, yeah.
And subjects also dictate that. So if you're a band teacher or a PE teacher, you want 90-minute periods.
Or a shop teacher.
Yeah, or a shop. Yeah, So whereas math, you're right, maybe not 90 minutes, but done well, you can. So there are teachers that can really engage kids with the right strategies. You can do it, but it is difficult.
Yeah.
So that's always that. So
It's just, I know I'm a big game schooler, so I mean I think of that in the way that we incorporated things in our lessons, where there's ways to learn everything. So you have the dry lecture, right, where you're explaining the materials, and then it's like, okay, well, let's play a game, let's do this, let's do this, and you fill up that time.
Yeah.
So very interesting. But speaking of kids and the high school, what is this program? The youth and the radio.
Y-Beam, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had Jim on last week.
Good.
Really looking forward to this. We're starting with the September 4th away game.
Okay.
We'll be doing a live broadcast of the away games. It'll be broadcast right here on KCHW. We're going to be working with some kids doing the sideline reporting.
Wonderful.
As far as I know, we're still looking for a couple of kids. We need someone to do stats, somebody that really knows the football program inside and out, that really knows who the players are and can work on in between the games, compiling those stats and everything for the season. We're looking for somebody to help with engineering. Possibly somebody to help, because we're going to need to be playing. We can't just have the broadcast going that whole 90 minutes or whatever it is. We're going to need to play some music, have some music breaks in there. So we'd love to have some kids involved and maybe putting together playlists and helping
cool.
with the flow.
That's exciting. Talk to our athletic director.
Yeah.
Tom Skoke. You can talk to him. Or
he's been involved in the
okay,
loop.
perfect. We can find the students.
Yeah, I would love to.
There. Oh yeah, they're there.
And I need to talk to Marnie Hartill. She's the head of the vocational program, correct?
Well, she's a vocational teacher. There's 3, but you can start with Tom.
Okay,
and then we can branch out. There's probably other people that could help, but yeah.
I'll let Tom do it. He knows the people in school better than I do.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm very, very excited about it. And the reason for the Y-Beam stands for Youth Broadcasting and Engineering in Audio Media.
Oh, I love it.
And it's a program specifically for kids that want to get into broadcasting, that want to get into when now with social media and streaming,
anything communication is important.
Yeah, there's a much wider field now available for kids, and there's tons of opportunities to make a living working in that field.
Yeah.
So this will be sort of an intro into that, something that they can have some real hands-on experience when they go to school later, when they go to trade schools, or even if they just want to go out and get in the field. And thanks to ArtsWall, we got a grant to pre-purchase some of this equipment.
Wonderful. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. That's
so
awesome.
Exciting
I'm
stuff.
really, really excited about it.
Yeah, that's great.
And we are still looking for sponsors. If you want to be a part of the program, if you're a local business and you want to help out and help us with the program, because there's travel costs, of course. We did get a grant for the equipment, but that grant usually goes to our rent.
Yeah.
So we're trying to recoup some of those funds. So reach out to us. But yeah, the main portion, and since I've started here, I've been wanting to do stuff. I know I've talked to you before.
Yes, we've talked about it before. Yeah.
Programs with the schools,
Wonderful.
And this is the first concrete step we've taken towards
Good job.
towards getting kids involved.
Yeah, great.
So,
I hear you have a very
really looking forward
talented
to it.
janitor who's been promoted to principal.
That's actually happened. There are stories of people who have done that. That's not actually. That actually has happened. I know people who have done
Now
that.
I have to look it up.
Anyhow, but no, we have a new principal at Jenkins. His name is James Ashlocht, and he comes from 9 Mile Falls, so he was at Lakeside.
Okay.
So he was a principal there at the middle school. And previous to that, he was at Deer Park, and then I think North Central High School in Spokane. So he has quite the experience. He's just a genuinely nice guy. And
very cool.
And he's careful. He's smart, too. So you got to be, But
you say you have to be careful because he's smart?
He's smart. Yeah. So, but no, just a downright, just decent man. And so far, I mean, yesterday at the school, kids were coming up to him at open house. Parents are just introducing themselves, and so he's going to be a great addition there. He's got some good vision. He's got some.
Nice.
He naturally does relationships. It's not forced. It's just natural. It's just who he is when you meet him. And, obviously it's only been a few weeks, but, so far it's been wonderful. And our new principal, I guess, new last year, right? I guess you can still say you're new. To be a principal, though, it's a really difficult job.
Oh, I can imagine.
I just don't, I look back when I was a principal and I'm thinking, what was I thinking? And, but it's so challenging, right? Because you're pulled from so many different directions. Everybody comes to you. They think you have all the answers, that you can solve every problem. And in most cases they can. I mean, it's not too far off the truth, but you can't. I mean, it's just impossible.
Yeah.
And working with so many, when you're working with people and relationships, it's always a challenge. But just good people. And
I know my sister-in-law down in Texas. She was principal of her. She's been a long-time teacher. She was principal of her school for about 2 years, and then they switched districts. Or then she moved and switched schools, and they offered her the principal job at her new school, and she's like, "Nope, I'm just going to be a teacher."
It takes a special person,
and
to do that job. I've invited. I see educators. I work with educators,
right?
And you can see leadership, and you can see that disposition in people. And I've throughout my career have invited people to become administrators because of what they can do. And they don't all accept the invitation, but there's a lot of people that can do it, but it is very difficult.
Oh yeah.
And so we're excited. And
cool.
Yep, we'll look forward to some good things from him, and the staff are really supportive.
Nice.
And I always tell staff, I go, the success of your principal is really largely your responsibility. And, you have to support your leader. Now, leaders can make mistakes. So I always remind people that a success doesn't require perfection.
Nope.
And, but it does require consistent, diligent support.
Yep.
And we make mistakes and we just correct them, and we move through it. And so that's really important, and we look forward to a lot of great things. So a lot of changes.
I like that.
Yep. A lot of good ideas already he's had. So
and I do like your comment about understanding that everybody makes mistakes. That's been it's always a thing that, and part of being in leadership is also understanding that the people that that have to report to you also make mistakes.
We all do. But yeah. Forgiveness has to be part of the process,
exactly.
Right? And we're really good at judging people by their actions, and we judge ourselves by our intentions.
Yeah.
And we do that so that we have peace with ourselves.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people have good intentions, and the outcome doesn't come out the way that they want, but they're trying, know. And you do the same. I always tell people we want mercy. No one wants justice. We don't want things to be fair. Can you imagine if things were fair for you? Oh yeah, it wouldn't be good.
No.
We all want mercy, right? We all need that, and we need to show kindness to the people, and so we're off to a good start, and people are doing that.
I love that.
And I always tell people forgiveness is a gift. You can't earn it, and you can't purchase it. And a lot of times we say it's better to give than receive. When it comes to forgiveness, both are essential.
Oh, absolutely.
And that creates an environment, a culture of, hey, we're in this together. We're doing this together. We can stand and have differences. Our backgrounds aren't really what brings us together. Our backgrounds make us stronger.
Yeah.
Because of our differences. But it's the way that we're facing. We all face the same direction, even with our different backgrounds. And as long as we know that we're facing the right direction, we can achieve great things for students.
Absolutely.
Which is obviously our purpose, And
Absolutely.
and so we have that. We have just lots of talent in Chewelah, lots of it.
And especially from an educational standpoint, I mean, what do we learn the most from? We learn the most from our mistakes.
Yeah.
So I think it's important not only to forgive, but to allow them to happen.
Yeah, and you have to go that route, right?
Yep.
You can't. A lot of people will, and when we hold ourselves accountable, that's really important. I always say, if I can improve myself, I can have better results.
Yeah.
Because really the only change that's going to come is the ones I make.
Yep.
I can't really make other people change. But I know that if I can and I can influence them, then they will change and improve. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's, it's stressful too,
Oh, yeah.
But, we really want to care for our students, also for our staff. And things are difficult, especially financially. We're going through, all the schools in the state of Washington are struggling financially. We're not any different. obviously I rub shoulders with other superintendents, and we all get together and commiserate, about
Oh, yeah.
how are you doing this? You don't have money here and there. And so, but the people are really, it's amazing what people can do with very little. And
absolutely.
And so we will face some challenges. There will be challenges this year.
Okay, so I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is our enrollment going? Up or down?
Well, good question.
It's too early to tell.
Well, I realize
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
Did
we count every day. A lot of students show up after Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know what happens. Maybe it's just the culture, but so we don't know. We look at our enrollment list, and then some kids don't even show up. They may have moved, and they just didn't tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So numbers are fluid right now. We don't know. And so, but that's a great thing. So we will do a official count after Labor Day, and so actually we count every day, right?
Yeah, right.
And like kindergarten, TK, they don't start until next week, so they're not included. So essentially, how we do look at it through schools is our October count is actually the one that's the most solid, right?
That makes sense.
Because kids are coming and going, they're moving,
Right.
finding their location. New students show up, like your son.
Right.
Yep.
Things we don't anticipate, and then people leave we don't anticipate. Right now, our numbers are kind of where we're expecting them to be, but obviously we're hoping for more.
Yeah.
But hope is not a strategy.
Well,
But it's like you just hope there.
And then the other question I have is new employees. I'm assuming that people retired. Do we have new teachers? I know you just said we have a new principal.
New principal, yeah, we had some. We have. Okay, boy, you caught me off guard there. I didn't bring my list.
Name each one
We have
individually.
two special ed teachers new. Mr. Green, he's at the high school, and Jennifer is. I'm closing my eyes, kind of going through my list. We have a special ed teacher at Guess, and then at Quartzsite, we have a new teacher there, Andrew, and then Goodwin, and then we have, at the high school, just a special ed teacher, I think is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. So we've had, we had some people move. We had a couple teachers. One moved to Spokane, South Spokane, and then one went to Texas. And so we have to replace them, and
Yeah.
but we've had to reduce our employees. Last couple of years we've had to keep reducing because of there's two combinations issues. Enrollment is one,
Right.
but also state funding is the other. Traditionally, I think, Sharon, traditionally people think enrollment has been the major factor, and it is. But we're in a new era now because there's an additional factor, and that's state funding. So they've been making cuts. There's funds that we no longer have access to. So you have two issues happening at the same time.
Right.
Enrollment's still important, but it's not the only thing right now. Because if we were still funded the way we have been in the past, then our enrollment fluctuations wouldn't hurt us. But because you have that factor now, it's an additional burden.
Yeah.
And that's what we're facing right now.
Well, so it used to be, okay, we're getting more students. That means we're going to get more funding.
Correct.
Cut and dry.
Yep.
And now not so much. Now there's kind of like, we got more students coming in, but we don't have more funding. That's got to be a tough issue.
Yeah, there's
to deal
another element out there. And we're actually going to, Mara, our business manager, is working on a video we're going to post, which kind of gives a quick little synopsis of our budget.
Yeah.
So it'll be a short little 10 or 15 minute review of what's happening and where our funds are and coming. Now, every year we publish the newsletter. It shows our finances. You can go to the OSPA website and look through our budget. I mean, if you have that kind of discipline to to look at all those numbers, but everything's public. But it's also, with inflation going up, with all these things happening, the state's not compensating for that inflation.
Right.
So when I got here, this is just one small example. We're paying $120,000 or something like that, right around there for insurance, because we have to insure, right, for everything. We're now paying $300,000.
Ooh.
Wow.
So $299 to be exact, but I'll just round it off.
Yeah.
So but the state's not giving us the money to cover those costs.
So it's got to come from other programs.
It's got to come from other things, right?
Wow.
And that comes from, you just have to start shrinking. Same thing with our utilities and all that stuff. Everything's increased. Now, the state has given us a couple bucks, but not that much.
Just tell the kids to start bringing headlamps to school
Right.
to read their books with.
Yeah.
Little candles on the end of there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just giving you a small piece of it.
Yeah.
Their maintenance our maintenance and operation costs have all gone up, but the state hasn't compensated for those. They're called MSOCs.
Yeah.
It's an acronym. Everybody has their acronyms. So, and every district's facing this. So we're having to pull from other resources to cover these costs. And the state's not saying, oh, wow, yeah, your costs have gone up. Let's give you the money. And so they give us maybe 5% or 10% of what, So, we're continuing over the years. This has been ongoing. It's not like it didn't just happen overnight. It's been slowly chewing away, right?
Yeah.
And I told our staff last year, I gave an example. I said, go back 7 years and look at what your income was and your budget was and all the costs that were. Now, just imagine that you didn't get an increase in your pay and you were still making what you made 7 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of where you're faced. What would you have to have done to make that work? And we're kind of in that same situation.
And are there other fundraising channels that the school is taking to sort of
we're always looking
up
at grants.
Costs?
Every grant that's out there that we can use. The small modernization grant to do the HVAC system. We get our bathrooms are going to be redone at Guess Elementary. The gym bathrooms, that's all through grants. So we're always looking for grants, right?
I've used those bathrooms, and that's probably
it's
probably due.
Yeah, so we're always pursuing them. We don't always get them. We get grants for food.
Yep.
Right.
That's good.
Because the food system in the state is horrible,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to supplement by getting grants. Because if you want scratch cooking, if you want good food, you really have to go. And we get food from local people. That's where we want to bring that in. So a lot of that stuff costs extra. So you got to find ways to get that. So there's just every element that we have in how we do business. We're always looking for those funds.
Yeah.
So does a grant cover the kids' cost for meals? Because I understand they have free breakfast and lunch.
The state
How
gives,
does that do
so
that?
the state funds all free meals because our community qualifies,
Yeah.
right, for the socioeconomic situation we're in. We qualify. So, all breakfasts and lunches are free for all students.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah,
But
that's
those,
really nice.
but those funds only cover, I guess you could say, processed foods. So if you want scratch cooking, you're going to need to do. You have to get. So they don't. When everybody thinks, they get free meals, but the meals by the state, it's all packaged, manufactured. It's all,
full of chemicals.
Well, I won't say that, but
I did.
But I'm just saying it's so we have to go to get kids to have good food. So if you go to our schools, you'll see fruits and vegetables. You'll see healthy foods.
Good.
Right. And the state does fund some of that. I'm not saying they don't, but really to get the quality that we're looking for, we have to go and get other sources. So
Yeah, we read the breakfast and lunch menus every day. And
Every day.
We keep saying, when are they going to invite us to come for breakfast
Right?
and lunch?
Yeah. And we have great cooks at our
Yeah.
school, just the best. And so they do everything they can. So.
And I know I've seen, from having kids and just over the years, I've seen different things different schools have done. I know, like my school, there was shortfalls for funding for the cafeterias, so they invited actual restaurants to come in. So we had Taco Bell in our cafeteria.
Oh yeah,
and that was I don't think that was probably because I had Taco Bell every day for
probably wasn't the best
3.5 years. And
Ew.
it was years before I could ever eat Taco Bell again. But it probably wasn't the best thing for
Probably
the
not.
students,
Yeah.
Probably not the healthiest.
No.
We have such a rich agricultural center here in
Yeah.
Eastern Washington that, oh my gosh, it would just be a travesty to our farmers and to our kids to have
The breakfast to the
processed.
food they give kids here in our district is amazing. It's really
Awesome.
good stuff.
It sounds really good.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So
Yeah.
really quick, man, I
We're
didn't
out of
realize we
time.
are out
Right,
of
yeah.
time.
Oh, I was going to talk about the middle school.
Yeah, I was just
Hey,
gonna ask
real
you about the middle
quickly,
school.
we have a facility committee. We want more people to join us. The board and under their leadership have really looked at wanting to repurpose that middle school.
Yeah.
So we're going to start talking about that. And so if you want to be on our committee, contact me. I think we have a meeting I don't have the date down here, in a few weeks, where we want to start that conversation and try to repurpose and use it. We've tried various things. You probably know the history, but now we got a new direction. So we're really excited about that.
Good. Okay.
And I want to thank everyone, especially the Red Cross that came over the summer and used our gym. It was great to have them. They're a great organization. Boy, I got to learn a lot.
Fantastic.
And we were great to help out all the people. So it was an honor and a privilege to do that. So.
Yeah, no, I mean there were a lot of folks there that really relied on that school over the summer during the fires.
Sometimes they had 4 people, and sometimes they had 35. So it was really a great thing that we could do to help.
Wow.
So yep. Anyways.
Well,
Good
hey,
stuff.
Thank you so much for coming on
thank
today.
you for having me. I appreciate it.
I feel like we probably could have gone on for another hour or two.
We probably could. Well, you can always have me back.
Absolutely.
I just want to encourage people to read the newsletters. They're online.
All of it. All the newsletters.
All the way to the bottom.
Okay. I mean, I can't be on the radio every week, although we can arrange that if
we
you
could.
want.
I was going to say.
But really to get the word out there of just the amazing things that happen in our schools. It's just an amazing district. I wish I could be on the radio every week and tell people what's going on.
I wouldn't mind a monthly check-in.
Yeah,
if you want to start scheduling a monthly.
You just email me, I'll be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, I will, because I do newsletters. We do all the communication, but social media, but not everybody gets it.
Yeah,
and so just invite me. I'll come.
Well, let's work on that. Well, at least quarterly, but monthly would be a nice.
However,
we could do
when
it.
you start missing me, give me a holler. I'll come.
Absolutely. And I do apologize for waiting until after school started. Well,
it's okay.
Wait till after school
Anytime
started.
we're always doing school all year round. So
it hit me like last week. We were in here and like, did you know school starts next week? And I was like, what?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I really appreciate coming on here. This has been, over the last 5 years, I've been able to come on here 2 or 3 times. So, it's been great.
We'll get you on more. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Okay. Everyone have a good day.
You too, man.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you everyone out there for listening to us. You can tune in right here tonight on KCHW from 6 to... Well, actually, you can't because Craig is going to be off tonight, but I will be filling in, doing a special interview with his guest tonight.
Oh, fun.
From 7 to 8 p.m. Then, of course, we have Dirt Road Blues with our very own Dirt Road Doug McQuain live in the studio. Then afterwards, we have Planetary Radio, Sea Change Radio, Echo Shock, Total, and Earth Date from 10 p.m. to midnight. And, of course, tomorrow morning we have myself and Gina Greenwood. We've got a lot of great stuff for you throughout the day. Really quick, though, as we get out, I know we are running a little bit behind here, but we lost an absolute legend yesterday in the music industry.
I know, Dolly.
Dolly Parton passed away yesterday. See, he's finding out just now that
I
face.
did not know that.
I know, we all have that face. Yeah, the same face.
So, absolute legend. She's gone above and beyond what normal musicians do. She's
as
changed.
A human, just the things that she's done for the community, the university,
her foundation,
tuition,
amazing.
And
books,
the Imagination
the
Library,
books to all the kids.
The books to all the kids.
Over 300 million books to kids.
Wow.
Provided through the Imagination Library.
Yeah.
Just a wonderful human being, and I've got some personal stories about her that from living in Pigeon Forge that I don't have time to tell today, but maybe tomorrow.
Right.
So we're gonna get out of here, but in the meantime, after our song, we're gonna play a little 9 to 5 for everybody.
Right.
So thank you guys so much for listening. This has been your KCHW morning show right here on KCHW 102.7.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jason, for coming in. Thank you guys out there for listening. You guys have a great day.
Have a great day, everybody. Say goodbye, everybody.
Say goodbye, everybody.
There we go. Goodbye, everybody.